Steps in community nursing diagnosis. Hi, friend.
Oh, hello. Any problem?
I was wondering if you have an idea about the steps in conducting community nursing diagnosis?
I'm sorry, but I don't have any idea. Is that the topic assigned to us for our report?
Yes, let's just meet our group mates so that we can start now.
Okay, let me just contact them. Let's go to the library.
Oh, hi Leica. We're group mates. Come with us.
Let's go.
They're here.
Can we start now?
Yes, John is over there.
What's our topic?
Community nursing diagnosis.
Do you guys have any idea about it?
I think I have some idea about it.
Oh really? Can you share it with us?
Of course. Based on my previous knowledge, the steps in conducting community nursing diagnosis is to define existing problems, determine available resources and set priorities for planning, implementing, determine available resources and set priorities for planning, implementing and evaluating health action by and for the community. I know some of you also has an idea. Don't be shy and share it with us.
I remember some of the steps in conducting community nursing diagnosis. Now, let's talk about planning. When planning, we need to determine first the objectives. The community health nurse will be the one to decide about the data that needs to gather. Also, define the study population in order to know who are the people involved in collecting data. If I'm not mistaken, the next step is determining the data to be collected. In this step, the community health nurse decides where he will obtain the data, either from records or from people themselves. Next is choosing the methodology and developing the instrument of community diagnosis. Methods of collecting data include records review, surveys and observation, interviews and participant observations.
I also want to add developing the instruments. This instruments facilitates data gathering. You can choose if you want to do a survey questionnaire, interview guide or observation checklist.
So in summary, the first step in conducting community diagnosis is planning. It includes determining the objectives, defining the study population, determining the data to be collected, methodology, and developing the instrument.
Oh, I see. Thank you, guys. Now I know what steps are involved in conducting community diagnosis.
Actually, that's just the beginning. There are still more procedures in conducting the community diagnosis.
Oh, really? So what comes next after planning?
I think Angelica has an idea.
Yes, I have an idea. The next step is the actual data gathering. Here, the community health nurse must meet the people who will be involved in data collection. The data collectors must be given an orientation and training on how to use the instruments. During the actual data gathering, supervision of data collectors is necessary.
There is a need to check the filled-up instruments in terms of completeness, accuracy, and reliability of the information collected. Next step is the data collation or the organization of data.
The CA-TIN will put together all information gathered. There are two types of data that can be gathered. 1. Numerical data. 2. Descriptive data. Oh, I see. So in the actual data gathering, instruments such as survey questionnaires are utilized in order to obtain data about the communities. And data collation is where the data gathered is organized into numerical or descriptive, right? Yep, that's right. Next step is to summarize the data. And according to Maglaya, there are two ways of summarizing the data. First is manually tallying the data, or second is with the use of a computer. The next step is data presentation. Ways to present data. 1. Descriptive data. 2. Numerical data. Descriptive data can be presented in narrative reports, while numerical data may be shown in graphs or tables. That's all I can share to you guys. Isa, do you have something to share with us?
According to my research, the next step is data analysis. Data analysis aims to establish trends and patterns in terms of health needs and problems of the community. Data analysis also allows comparison of obtained data with standard values.
Yes, that's right. These data analysis includes identifying the community health problems. These health problems are categorized into three, which are health status problems that focuses on the increase or decrease mortality and morbidity. Health resources problems that focuses on the absence of materials or money. Lastly, health-related problems that describes the existence factors aggravates the illness situation of the community.
Mary and I also want to share what we researched. Would you let us to talk about the last step?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
So, the last step is priority setting. In priority setting, there are criteria that needs to be considered. Criteria 1. Nature of the problem classified as health status, health resources, or health-related problems. 2. Magnitude of the problem refers to the severity of the problem, which can be measured in terms of the proportion of the population affected by the problems.
3. Modifiability of the problem refers to the probability of reducing, controlling, or eradicating the problems. 4. Preventive potential refers to the probability of controlling the effects posed by the problems. 5. Social concern refers to the perception of the population or the community as they are affected by the problem. I think we're done. So to summarize, the steps in conducting community nursing diagnosis are: Number 1. Planning, which includes determining objectives, defining study population, determining data to be collected, collecting data, developing instruments, and actual data gathering. Second, data collation. Third, data presentation. Fourth, data analysis. Fifth, identifying the community health nursing problem. And lastly, priority setting.
Now, we already know what are the steps in conducting community nursing diagnosis. I hope we can apply it so that we can be an effective community nurse someday.
Thank you for today, and let's be prepared for our report next week. For now, let's go home.